Sentire Media.
Well, Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. You downloaded the podcast from Italy. Good morning, Ashley.
Ciao. Good morning, tutti.
My name is Jason. We come to you from a snowy Piobico, Italy, in the heart of, I don't know where, in the heart of something. It's got to be something.
We're in the foothills of the Apennines.
There you
covered
go.
in snow this morning.
Beginning of January, we skipped last month because
It was busy, and
don't
usually
know.
right after the guests leave and stuff for a bit, we're checked out.
Anyway, we're back with lots of energy this morning. We woke up to beautiful, like that perfect winter's morning where enough snow fell that it covered everything, but not so much that you have to shovel it. There was not a stitch.
The roads covered, the
not
trees.
a stitch of breeze. Total silence.
That dark gray sky of snow. Took the dogs for a walk this morning. We were the only tracks, the first tracks on the road. Pierangelo, the kind of, he doesn't live near us, but he's got a farm at the end of the road. He usually passes around the time we're doing the dogs for a walk or before. He hadn't passed. It was silent. Us and the snow. Perfect morning for a podcast.
Absolutely. So I ran up to our neighbor's farm, Calicozzo, because he has a little calf that needs medicine because it has diarrhea. So you need one person to kind of hold the calf and the other person to shove the bottle in the mouth. So that was fun 15 minutes, but got all bundled up, got the cars all brushed off and back and sitting here not wanting to do the tasks that are on the list this morning.
So podcast was on the list, so fired it up and let's do it. We got to back it all the way up for kind of early mid-December and panettone. Way Christmas is celebrated in Italy.
More panettone are sold than people in Italy every year. I don't know the exact number. I think it's almost 2 to 1.
It is. It's like 2 or 3 to 1. It's crazy.
Panettones are brought over wherever you go to. Like if you stop at someone's house during the year, you bring a panettone. They are there. You can find very different quality levels of panettone. A panettone starts at about. They used to be a kilo in the box. Now they're like 800, 750 grams. Inflation, bro. And
box stay the same size.
Yeah, box does say the same size. But you can find kind of 3 different quality levels.
Yeah,
like
quality levels.
At the discount grocery store, then there's the common brands. And then the common brands have started to do like an upscale version of
like
their...
a chef's version.
Yeah, but we bought one of them and it wasn't... It just had a fancier box.
And it's slightly different shape. It was like squatter. It wasn't worth it.
No. And then you can go in the last, I would say 5 years, there's been a huge movement for artisanal panettone. Like, what do I mean artisanal? Like the gelato shop that doesn't do gelato in the winter.
Exactly, like our friends Maki.
Will do panettones. Some of the bakeries will do panettone, and a panettone at the discount stores you can usually find between $3.99 and $5. They're like $8 in the regular grocery store for like a name brand, and then these bad boys are like $30 to $40.
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
It's a huge
We
jump.
jump real quick, real high. But is it worth it? Gaji and Rossano would say no.
They do not think it's worth it. I don't think. Well, because they go through. They're buying like when you walk into their house in the winter in December.
It's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid of panettone because they bring one to everyone. So they're not going to spend $1,000 on panettones. They're going to go and spend $50 and get 10 of them, which I understand. However, the one that we did get,
go ahead. We got 2.
We got 2. We got one with just orange and chocolate specks, which is not traditional at all, and then
the dark chocolate and orange, exactly.
Which is not traditional.
That one was from something called 1812.
Whatever. And then we got one from Maki on the coast, the gelato shop, classic. And his panettone this year, what did it win?
Like number one new emerging panettone maker from Gambro Rosso, which is a big deal. It's an Italian, like not a Michelin star by any means, but it's a great honor for them. And it takes a ton of time to like nail your recipe and all of that, and obviously
it takes a long time for the rise of it, and everything's very expensive that they put in it. So what is the difference between an artisanal one and the cheapy ones? A lot. The cheapy ones, the candied fruit is gross. It's just not of good quality, and it's super hard. Like Think of an old gummy bear.
Like
where
first of all, a little side note, we've talked about this before, but panettone was forced upon us our first years. We were not fans. Now it's not complete without panettone. But we were turned. Continue.
So number one, the first thing you notice is the horrible candied fruit in cheap panettone. The second is the fake vanilla flavor.
That's what I was going to say too.
Panettone has a strong flavor of vanilla to it, and the expensive ones, it has that nice
Madagascar,
vanilla.
Like real
whereas
vanilla.
the cheapy ones have that. That not even the vanilla you get in the
jar. Like
this
a
is
liquid,
like
like
artificial.
It's like a dry pack.
Yeah, you just taste it like it's the fake vanilla
Ugh.
flavor. And then the number 3 one is the butter and the holes in the like it's much more compact and dense. Not dense, but it's light but the artisanal one is so much more airy and beautiful, and in the mouth the butter it is
melts.
It is different.
Yes. The chocolate and orange one I got because Jason loves dark chocolate and orange, and I thought this sounds good. We'll see. I should have ordered 2. It was so good. The maki one also, it's just the classic form. It was just delicious.
Yeah. So what you do with it is before dinner you put the box near the fire so it's warm. So
it's in a bag.
It's in a bag and then in a box, and you put the box by the fire, and it warms it slightly so that after dinner when you go to eat it, it's nice and soft and beautiful. It's good. If you have a chance to try, if you've never tried panettone before, give it a whirl. If you don't live in Italy, it's probably going to be a.
Oh, also, I don't know how much it will cost or whatnot.
I guess it's all over. It doesn't matter.
True.
This is a month late.
This is for next year. One thing that Rosanna agreed that some she will like an artisanal thing a little bit more. God, you just kept going classic. We're like, yeah, you could get artisanal classic. It's delicious. But what we all agreed on, the fucking filled ones.
Oh, well, yeah. They've
Disgusting.
in the last few years, they've gone crazy where they inject we call
pistachio
cream or chocolate cream or other cream. It's not good. It's like, I don't want that.
No, thank you.
Also, of course, there's other desserts around Christmas time, the Torrone and the...
Oh, and I love a Pandoro.
Pandoro is just the white. It's just the...
with nothing in it, and that one makes really good French toast.
So we're talking about last month.
Oh, so wait. Speaking of panettone, this is hilarious. On this Instagram, I've got a couple of stories that popped up on Instagram from a account called Tastebud @Tastebud. Okay, this is so funny. An Italian man was stopped at the Swiss border with 66 panettones. He was stopped at the Swiss border in Ticino for trying to bring in over 100 kilos of undeclared food. His haul included 66 panettones weighing 81 kilos. Plus, so 66 panettones only weighing 81 kilos. They definitely went down in weight.
No, 66 panettones can't weigh 81 kilo. What size are these panettone? That's huge.
That's right. And that would mean
that's
like
with
the
box
boxes
and
all
everything.
That.
Yeah, they're
Plus,
weighing everything.
yeah, because all of those, a bunch of panettone or not panettone, but like Pandoro come with the sugar packet, thing of powdered sugar. Swiss customs find him and are now inspecting how the food was stored and transported. Be careful bringing too many panettone across the border.
Yeah, the Swiss are like that.
You never know with an Italian. Is he selling it or is...
No, that's just for the family I have up there.
Say,
what are you talking about?
Giveaways.
66 panettone seems excessive, but not...
That's not really.
Not really.
Gaji and Rosanna are getting...
I bet you they buy 15 or 20.
Oh, and when he was working full time, for sure. And
because he had to give a panettone and a bottle of Prosecco to everyone.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Speaking of the holidays and the festivities, we went to the tree lighting in Urbania, but it was more than just to see the tree lit. This was to see if, almost a year delayed, the piazza was finally finished.
So they pulled up the whole piazza last winter at this time, and it was supposed to be done in June, because I know it was supposed to be done in June because they had all the signs out for some kind of festival they were going to do. June came and went, and that piazza was not done.
We're talking they like wrapped the whole border of it in
it was
fencing.
It was all fenced off, heavy machinery, like the whole nine. Autumn comes and goes, and still there is heavy machinery and no piazza. Now we're getting into December, and everyone's looking at each other like, are they going to be done with this thing? So
Also because January beginning
right
now is La Befana on the 6th, and our little town Urbana, where this piazza story is taking place, is considered the home of La Befana.
Which, on a side note, I was there yesterday. They had everything set up for this huge, the biggest festival they do all year long, and it is just snowing. It's totally. It was nothing but like the people, the people who worked there, and like the people who were, what do we call the civil,
maintenance,
they're
just like, they're not like the little local coppers.
Yeah,
but
everyone was just standing around looking at each other as the snow was falling. So, and today is no better. So that poor festival got totally washed out.
But Friday, you were in town before the opening of the piazza, the lighting of the trees.
Yes, so this was mid-December. Like, they did it late. I want to say it was like 10 December or something. I was there. They were supposed to do it on Saturday night. I was there the Thursday afternoon doing shopping and stuff. And the fencing was still up, and there were still machines in the piazza. And I was like, ooh, this is going to be interesting because they still have to put the tree up and decorate the tree and do all that kind of stuff. Well, we went solely out of curiosity to see if this was going what we're going to see and walk into. And they did. They got it done. They got the tree up, and it was not as ornate, or there wasn't any other decorations around the piazza. It was just the tree. And now, of course, not Befana, it's all decked out.
But let's talk about our thoughts on this new piazza.
We don't like the aesthetics of the new piazza. They took out the old school, like, cobbly blocks. Italy, if you go around to all the old towns, they have these small little square blocks that the streets are made out of.
Like the stone bricks.
And they put them in a really interesting, like, design, and usually, and it's really nice. It's shit to walk on, and I'm sure it's a ton of maintenance. And
it is a ton of maintenance because, like Urbana, for example, every so many years they would rotate where they would lift up all the all the
blocks
stone
and
blocks.
redo the sand and then put them all back together, and it looked great for another 7 years, and then they have to do it again. I understand. So now they have this like eco pavement that's like, you can feel it. It's like kind of rubbery, kind of cementy, very modern looking. Just like, is it
they
the
have
biggest
lights now in the ground?
Is it the biggest deal of the world? No, but it's just took the charm out of the whole piazza. Now it just looks, if you take a picture of it, it's like, I don't know where this is. If you took a picture of it and I saw the stone on the ground, it's like, that's Italy. So just kind of making everything look like, I mean, it could look like Norway or Holland, or
maybe even like if you just took a picture of the piazza, just of the ground somewhere in California.
Not even the ground, just like it's all modern looking. It lost the old school look.
I know. Or we sound old.
We are.
Speaking of piazzas and controversy, hilariously in Pesaro, which is only about an hour and a half away.
On the coast,
just north of us, there was a huge hubbub because it was called Pavarotti on Ice. There's a statue of Pavarotti in Pesaro.
In the piazza,
the famous opera singer. And Pesaro was the home to Rossini. Now, Pavarotti isn't from Pesaro, but his family for years has had a vacation home there.
So we'll take it. They'll take it.
Exactly. So they gave him like honorary residency and all of this stuff. Anyway, they go to fill the piazza and make an ice skating rink.
Like one of those temporary rinky-dink ones that the kids go on during
Real
December.
Crappy, but like fun, whatever. Yeah, like you said, for kids especially. Anyway, they decided to do this rink, like actually a decent size and big, and like fill the piazza basically. And sure enough, they iced in Pavarotti. The family was pissed. They thought this was like an attack. And
when you say iced in, he's in the corner of the piazza where you can't get to it now and look at.
They put plexiglass
around him, but you can't get to him because it's the way that it's situated. So
no, but you can give him high fives, which is what people have been doing.
And they don't like that. So his arms are outstretched, so people
Yes.
skate by and give him a high five.
Exactly. They thought this was a decision to ridicule her late husband. This is Italy. This is just freaking the ice rink people like not planning properly is what it came
Or
down to.
there's the statue there. Well, just go around the statue. Like just put the ice around the statue.
Yeah, we'll just put a little plexiglass. That sounds good. He's like enjoying the ice, watching the skating.
Big hubbub. You would think there's no other problems in this country except
Totally.
iced
I
Pavarotti
just love
iced
that
in.
the family like comes to the mayor. But then they didn't take it down.
Well, no, because it was only up for the month. It's gone by now.
Exactly.
So just everyone calm down.
So that cracked me up. What else was going on for the lead up to Christmas? They did this year in our little sweet Piobico something they called Jingle Bar. And I don't know, whenever Italians, I feel like, try to use English, what is Jingle Bar?
But when we do it, when English tries to use Italian, it's the same thing.
It is. So I get it. But it's just like, oh my God. Or talk to me. Like, we're friends. Ask me, throw it off, bounce it off me. Is this good? So they did like a pub crawl.
You want approval of all English phrasing being used in Piobico only, or the whole Pesaro Urbino
No,
region?
but like Piobico or a Pecchio would work.
Okay.
I know enough people in the Pro Loco. Just send it my way for approval. Anyway, they did this kind of. There's like 6 little bars in Piobico, which is hilarious for how tiny our town is and how there's only like 3 blocks, if you will.
How many churches? There's the main church. There's San Donato. Like, there's probably 5 churches and 5 bars. When we say bars, we mean cafe, bar, like an Italian bar where you could get all the different things. But for a town of 2,100 people, 2,000 people, to have 5 is ridiculous.
Everyone's got their own different crews.
You look back on past podcasts where we talk about the different bars and the different clientele and what it says about you, what your bar is.
Exactly. So this year they did something, the little bars organized and decided to do like a Christmas caroling event where you got into teams and dressed in costume, and you would need to go to each of the bars. Each bar would give you a free like holiday drink there, and you would sing 3 Christmas songs. And then every group still had to sing as one of their 3 songs, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. It was hilarious. Anyway, it said it started at 4:30. I was like, great, I'll bring my nice camera. I'll go and set up. And I'm going to hang out and get a little drunk tonight with the locals. And because I was too late to get on a team, I tried to contact all my.
Try to contact everyone. Ashley got boxed out.
I got boxed out.
She got boxed out.
I got boxed out. So I was like, F it, I'm still going. And I'm going to sing along if I can. Anyway. Of course, 4:30 comes and goes, 5:30 comes and goes. Finally, the whole thing gets started. And there ends up to be like 3 teams, 2 that are like the hilarious drunk ones, and 1 team that is all dressed up really proper and in like plaid and with their guitars and whatnot. And then there was the young crew, which unfortunately I missed them. But it was just... It's fun to see. It was great to go and support and have a drink and watch all the chaos. I can't wait to be part of it next year. But it's fun to see them trying in our little town. So it's like, all right, go out, keep doing it. And like they borrowed one of the neighbors' sleighs and dragging it around town dressed. Oh, the best part was the one group who was Santa Claus on the sleigh and the 8 reindeer. They decided too late to what their costumes were going to be. And so they couldn't order their Amazon costumes on Amazon. So one of them was like, we'll go to one of the Chinese stores. There's these new Chinese stores. That's what everyone calls them. These kind of like Asian markets where they have a bunch of junk. And so they go to it. The bag says reindeer. Great. Give me 8. It's like those pajama style. Well, from like the head up, it was a reindeer, but the whole entire print was a leopard, but it had a reindeer tail. It was just hilarious. So everyone was cracking up about the leopard printed reindeer, but it was fun, sweet to be part of. Piobico's next big festival was then, we'll jump ahead, stick on Piobico for a second, the Nativity.
Oh, well, The living nativity scene. So every year Piobico does a living nativity scene. We've talked about it. I think we talked about it on the last podcast. We did it the first year we were here. Ashley wouldn't shut her mouth talking the whole time, and when respectful silence was part of the in fact the only instruction.
It was.
And we've never been invited back to do it. We went this year. It was actually a really nice night. We got there not at the very beginning, like when it opens, because it's usually a gaggle of like people, and you just sit there and wait.
Oldies and strollers, and everyone's trying to get through this tiny
little
arch, and it's a mess. So it's like, we'll just wait an hour and then go.
So we were at the back of the pack, let's call it. Whatever. First off, they got rid of all the... Is this just us bitching about how things aren't as good as they were 10, 15 years ago?
Perhaps.
All right. They got rid of all the animals. There was no animals. There used to be a little kid holding a lamb in the manger. There used to be a baby Jesus, whoever the
There was baby Jesus?
I didn't see baby Jesus.
I have photos of the dad passing.
I don't see no baby Jesus.
There was baby Jesus.
They didn't make a big deal out of baby Jesus.
It was because there was no animals or any hubbub. It was true.
It was lacking.
There used to be donkeys.
It was
Rosanna was the one who nailed it, because I asked them if they wanted to go, and she was like, ever since they stopped having live animals, I don't go. And it was like, oh,
it's
harsh.
true.
And then it was like, wait, she's right.
It is true. I knew. Here's the way I can sub it up in a picture for you. So they have these cantinas that they open and where they set scenes of the living nativity scene. And they usually have these open, and they'd have the fires going in the old school giant fireplaces, and they'd have torches all along. Well, this year, instead of real fires in the fireplaces, now there's an LCD screen with the fire log burning.
That was in one of them. It was highly disappointing.
I was like, what the hell is this?
And instead of having live music, kind of fluting around, they had it pumped in loud on these like
I don't know.
Speakers
it was just
throughout.
It was disappointing. Like everyone was there and everyone like participated in, and it just didn't have the same feel or soul or something. And tickets, okay, mind you, in 2018 it was free, right? Just come, like everyone.
Until 2018.
No, I think after COVID they started.
Oh, okay.
After COVID,
I just didn't know why you said 2018.
Just I'm saying in
okay.
2018
I'm
randomly.
like, whoa, that was a random.
This was a free thing. It's just part of the community. Like no one really goes except everyone from Piobico. Then after COVID, it was like the year after COVID when they did it again, it was $2, and then the last year it was $5. This year it's €7. So that means for a family of 4 to walk in there is $30.
They can't charge the kids.
All right, still though, this is a farming community. $7 for that?
That was
it's garbage.
Or how many people are they just letting pass through, and we just got jammed with it?
I mean, I don't care. Like I want to support the community.
I know, but it is. It's crazy.
It's a little like I don't know. I'm just thinking of like Maurizio's family. Okay, there's some little kids, but it's Maurizio and his wife and all the adults and his
like
grandma. There's like 8 adults.
I know.
So you're talking to me. It's $56 to walk into.
Well, I wondered why I only saw the one daughter and not the rest of the family. That
anyway,
could be it.
It just seems excessive. I hear there's costs and all that, but anyway.
Well, we'll back it up to Christmas real quick. Due to plans falling apart left and right on Christmas, we decided since...
Christmas, the heavens didn't want Christmas to happen. There was influenza and hospitals, and it was just nothing for us, but just...
And everyone's fine.
Everyone's fine.
Christmas fell apart, so Jason was like...
Well, we're watching A Christmas Story.
Exactly.
And it's like, their Christmas fell apart. What did they do? They went to do Chinese Christmas.
He goes, let's go. If it's going to be a shitty Christmas, let's have shitty sushi.
And the shitty sushi place was open on Christmas Day because everything fell apart at the last minute, and I didn't have I wasn't planning on I was bringing my thing to Christmas that I was responsible for, but I didn't make the Capoletti, and I don't have the anything. We're going to Christmas. So it was like we have nothing for Christmas. So screw it. Let's go to Chinese food for Christmas.
So we figured, God, we were thinking about who else is going to be there. It could be totally empty and us with like what Jason called like dads that burn the turkey. Like from again from another Christmas movie, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. And So it was like, should we? He was like, either we get super dressed up,
Yeah, like nice pants, like
yeah,
pants and a shirt and a sweater.
we go super cash. And I was like, oh my god, if this is all going so shitty, I'm going pajama pants and like a Christmas festive sweatshirt.
That you could spill soy sauce.
Totally. So, because this is an all-you-can-eat shitty sushi place. So, which probably has no real fish involved, but just that there's soy sauce and pickled ginger, it's something different, and wasabi, that it was like, all right. So we go, and we're like the only car in the driveway. We walk in.
I think because we were the only one there, and the place was packed when we walked in.
I know, but we were
I don't
confused.
know where people parked.
Exactly. The whole front end of the restaurant was under construction, and not like closed under construction. There's a full crew on Christmas Day working. I don't know what's going on
I
there.
don't think they were Italians.
I don't think it was sanctioned.
No. We heard saws going. They pumped up. They pumped up Christmas music really loud in this other part.
Yeah, in like the back event area. And I have to say, they made it festive. They had a Christmas tree. They had this big projection screen where they just had like snowy, wintry moments and some Christmas music going. And then the place got fucking packed.
So I would say there's 80 seats. 80 seats in there. It was basically full.
There was one guy who was eating by himself. Then there was Jason and I, and we were the smallest two tables. Everyone else was like 5 and 10 and whatnot. It was unbelievable. People were coming in fur coats.
Yeah, there was an Italian family that walked in with the grandma had a fur coat on, and I thought,
and the guy had like not a top hat, but like a proper hat, and it was like, oh my god,
maybe burnt the turkey. I don't know.
Maybe I should. I just don't understand why any of them were there. I thought maybe, like we said, the burnt turkey single dads, or like someone maybe with like some teenage kids.
Or maybe like people who don't
celebrate Christmas.
There we got Moroccans and Algerians.
Absolutely. And I thought, okay, there's going to be a handful because nothing else is open kind of thing. We were wrong.
Next year we might need reservations.
So underdressed. That was the part that was hilarious too.
So Christmas Day was Christmas Day ended with a little bit of a heartburn, upset stomach from shitty sushi, but a good funny story to tell for it.
Oh my gosh! And then New Year's Day, first New Year's Eve, I went into town because one of the bars was doing a nice idea of like dinners to go, a 5-course dinner kind of thing, and it didn't ever have a restaurant name attached to it, so it had to just be someone locally who's like trying to do some catering and stuff, whatever. So I went to town at like 5:30 to pick it up, and I was the third person in line at the bar who they're just like handling the logistics of this situation. I don't know
not
how
very
much
organized or very well.
And
but it's a nice idea. No one wants to cook. I don't want to go out on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
No
so it
one
was
wants
great.
to cook.
So the place was packed, and everyone was saying the same thing. Oh, what are you doing here? I'm here to pick up a dinner. Oh, us too. No one wanted to really go out and yet just have it be done. So it was nice. And there was a bunch of the guys who I know and the hunters from out here, and they would be so sweet and nice. And I would recognize their face, but not know their name. And they would just be like, Ashley, I shot a huge boar at Kakamone. That's the name of the house the other day. And he was just so proud and this and that. So then they would everyone was taking turns buying rounds of Prosecco for everyone. And since, even though I was the third person in line, I don't know, I was there 45 minutes, I feel like half an hour at least, just waiting for them to get everyone else in front of me. There's only the other two, but there were orders of 10. So, and since this is a 5+ course meal, every course was in a different container. So it was a lot of boxes, a lot of container action going on. So anyway, so rounds are being passed around and whatnot. And so once my order came up and I was talking to the owner and I was like, I want to get a bottle of wine because I knew they were all going back to have dinner together for the most part. And I wanted to get out of there. And so I said, can I just buy a bottle of wine? And I
throw it in there,
to
throw
put
it in
with their dinner. And he was like, absolutely. I said, pick out something good for him. So I got my stuff. I turned around and I went to put their bottle in their box. And I was like, this is for you guys for dinner tonight. And they were like, what? No, we have wine at home. And I was like, no, it's, it's just, there's a bunch of you, enjoy. And they were like, why would you do this? And I was like, you guys have been buying me Prosecco all night. Everyone, just each one of you took around. And I said, it's my turn. So I'm heading home. So here you go. Then they were like, oh, okay, we'll bring the bottle to your house for dinner one night. And I was like, that is not what I want. That is not what I'm asking for. Then they tried to give it to another guy. Give it to Maurizio, have him take it home. And he was like, what? Why are you giving it? So what I should have done is just stayed for one more round and picked up the goddamn round of the Prosecco.
Of course.
Instead of trying to be nice and here's a bottle for later, enjoy for your group and with dinner tonight and whatever. There was so much confusion. So next time, or note to you listening, just buy the next round. Don't try to it wasn't even trying to one up it. It was like, it's a group of 5 of them. Here's a bottle of wine. Oh, you all get a glass later, whatever. Did not work out. So, and then you're like backpedal. I was about to say, if I felt like they were getting any of this information correct, I was about to say, I'm just going to take it with me. Never. And then I knew if I said that, they'd all go, good. So we'll come to your house for dinner with it. So it's like, oh my God. So also on New Year's Eve, it's important to have the cotechino and the lentils, which is...
Yes, lentils and cotechino are what has to be either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I think. Mm-hmm. A stew of cotechino. Cotechino is a sausage made with the skin of the pig. It's very fatty. You could either boil it in water or you can put it into the lentils and let the fat kind of come into the lentils.
It is so good.
It's good. It's one of you just eat it. Don't it's a sausage. Just don't ask what's inside. Just eat it.
But something that sounds really similar to cotechino in my head is kotike.
Well, because kotike is skin.
Just the skin.
The skin of an animal.
So sometimes I forget because I like cotechino so much, and my brain turns off when I hear the first part of the word, and my stomach takes over. Now, Roberto, the farm that Jason goes and helps at, and that we go up with the guests for some of the butchery workshops and truffle stuff, he will make this delicious borlotti bean and kotike
pieces of the skin stew,
and it is so
good.
And
the skin, you're like, that's great. No, the skin gets really soft.
It's super soft, and they cut them into like
tiny little pieces, smaller than the beans,
or anything weird. So anyway, I sometimes though get, like I said, get the two words confused, kotike and kotechino. Now when I'm at Roberto's, I remember because I always take a split second and it's like, oh yeah, that's what this is. So I was at Fusciani's at the meat and cheese warehouse in Apecchio right as Christmas was gearing up. And one of the buddies of his asked me, do you like kotike? And of course, I just shut off and hear the kote. And I'm like, yes, because I'm thinking it's Christmas time and kotechino. And yes, I love it. And he goes, you'll eat it? And I go, yeah. And he goes, okay, come with me. And in that time that he looked at me like thinking, why did he ask would I eat it? All of a sudden I realized he said kotike. And I go, wait, kotike? And he said, yeah. And I go, no. I just go, no, thanks. And he goes, is this good? I go, yeah, no. But it was such just a 180 that it was like the poor guy. I'm like, hell yeah, at first. And then just literally 2 seconds later, stopped in my tracks. No. I don't. Because also I thought, I don't know what skin bits you're giving me and how much.
Definitely skin bits.
How much you're planning to. He's like, I got him in a bucket kind of thing. I thought, oh no thanks.
So kotechino, Christmas and New Year's, and then once that's over, once January comes and the pig slaughtering comes, the other one of our other favorite sausages from the wintertime, mazzafegato, which is made in Umbria mostly, and that is like an offal sausage made only when you slaughter the pigs and you eat it and cook it on the grill. You have it once or twice a year. Fantastic. Everyone talks about where the best butcher shop is that makes these, and I'm sure people make them at home as well. It's not something that's made on our side of the Apennine. It's we have to go to the other side of the peony to get these.
Wait, and did you already say it's not something you would find industrially made at
No,
all?
no. You don't find it in a grocery store.
No.
You have to go to like family-owned butcher shops or people make it when they slaughter pigs kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Gaji was even talking about like that one butcher shop. Have you been there with him? Where it's only pig that they sell, only pork.
No.
He was talking about something.
Oh no, that's just the matatoya that I went to with Vittorio.
Oh.
Yes, they don't slaughter the pigs there. They get the whole pigs and then they butcher. It's just a
pig
butchery place.
Butchery place. Gotcha. Changing gears, but staying on New Year's Eve, I saw another post by a site called Wanted in Rome, all one word on Instagram, Wanted in Rome. And they'll put out some great headlines sometimes, and you can either read it in Italian or in English. But this was just one of those like, oh my God, it could be Oklahoma or it could be Napoli. Double incident New Year's Eve fireworks mayhem have Naples doctors speechless. Naples is renowned in Italy for its wild New Year's Eve fireworks, which leads to dozens of injuries every year. However, one young man from Rome took the Capodanno madness to a whole nother level on Thursday. The 24-year-old ended up in the city's hospital twice in the early hours of New Year's Day after sustaining serious injuries in two separate fireworks incidents. So the first one, he blew up part of his hand, and then the second time he
went back
out. Gotta get it on. I'm not done. And then he came back and lost an eye from a rocket. It was just and the doctors were like, what the fuck? Why are you?
They're stupid everywhere.
Oh my God. So that was ridiculous. But we had our own plans New Year's Eve, New Year's Day of salami making.
Oh, don't use that voice. The wintertime with salami and sausages. We did our first round. I did 25 kilos of salamis. We have not had the last time we did this. It did not go so well. We had a warm winter.
It didn't take.
We had a warm winter, and I tried to play with the recipe and lower the salt content a little bit, and I think it threw everything off. So I went back to the original, how I was taught.
Straight down the
line. We did them on. I think did them on the 30th. It's snowing outside. The weather's perfect. Hopefully, I don't muck it up. 8 weeks. We'll let you know.
I hope it doesn't.
We'll see. Italy is getting ready and gearing up for the Winter Olympics, and we are not ready, and there's no plan B. That is what the news said the other day.
This is another article that we came across, and this is from a site called lets.c.italy.
Now, okay, before you read this, there's a lot of contradictory information, because if you go on some social media sites, it says that's all BS. The only thing that's not done is the parking lots. And then if you go other places, you have people walking through, and it's like, oh, it's not like the Olympics start here at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and it does not look, but we've seen the Piazza in Urbana look like a construction zone, and then 2 days later, you never know. So, but it's more fun to suspect that it's not going to happen. It's going to be a disaster. Isn't that more fun to read?
Absolutely. They're racing the clock. It just sounds so Italian, like you said. So we don't have to read this whole article, but it was just funny to see the coming directly from international sports officials, whatever that means. But 50 days before the Olympics, there was no ice laid. Thousands of workers trying to finish construction. NHL warned that the player safety could be a deal breaker. We'll see.
But you can lay ice in a couple of days. Like, they turned arenas from basketball to ice.
They were also having problems with the snow machines.
Oh, yeah, there's no snow in the Alps right now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That is a problem. If you go check out like a live feed on YouTube or something of any of the up in the Alps, in the Swiss Alps or the Italian Alps, and there's snow towards the tops, but when you look down towards like the base villages, it's dirt and mud.
Yep. So
and we're getting the snow right now, not that.
Woohoo! In fact, it's time to wrap this podcast up.
Oh, that was abrupt. There's nothing else on the list?
Well, no. I want to give a quick shout out to Sophia. You know who you are, my girl. And also a little, let's go Seahawks.
We're getting into the dog days, January and February. Our goal this time of year is to just not sit on our asses and do nothing. Let's get the little things done we need to. So that.
Well, you did.
What did I do?
I don't know if we had talked about this on the last podcast in November or not, but you did the whole bush line.
Yeah, who cares?
No, but that's a huge one. And with the snow, I was like, look at that.
No, but
thank God
the seeds are here for next year's garden.
Yes.
Before you know it, it's going to be time to start doing the onions, getting the onion seeds down. We should have gotten the garlic and the fava beans in already. They are not, but yeah. Tons to do. All right, very good. We'll wrap this bad boy up. Thank you for listening. You bring us home, Ashley. I don't know how to do that.
All right. Also, take a look at the website for the 2026 calendar. We've got a great May workshop mid-May, right around whatever's the holiday. Is that Labor Day or Memorial Day in America? End of May, 5-night food and wine adventure, let's call it. www.latavolamarche.com, He's singing in the other room. LATAVOLAMARCHE. And thanks so much for listening and enjoy the day. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.
Sentire Media.